Madden Road to the Future franchise featuring the Steelers this time. We just did the Bengals. Go check that out on Jake's YouTube channel, Jacob Reid YouTube. Let me let you look at the team before we get into the gameplay for the regular season. So, we picked up a quarterback. It was kind of a reach, but we wanted to take one just so we have that depth. Picked up Bryce Perkins. He's a quarterback that is interesting to me in this year's draft and in college football. He played really good at Virginia. He is more of a mobile quarterback with 84 speed, but see what we can do. Running backs, no change. Fullback, no change. Receivers, we picked up Alan Lazard, who was one of those receivers that filled in for Aaron Rodgers this year when Rodgers' receivers got the injury bug. We kept Deion Kane and we picked up KJ Hill, the speedster out of Ohio State. Our first pick in the draft was Albert Okwabuna, the tight end out of Missouri. So that gives us another 6'5" figure to throw to. Big Ben likes his tall receivers, and adding a speedster at tight end was just huge. O-line basically stayed intact. We were able to re-sign Matt Filer. Left end Stephon Tuitt. Kenny Wilkes was our next second round pick. I don't know if it's probably not very college, but Columbine Christian, so that's not very college. Isaiah Buggs up to a 66 with Marlon Davidson backing him up at a rookie on Auburn. He was our 5th round pick. Malik Collins, 77, nose tackle, replaces Javon Hargrave. Linebacker, we brought this guy in, made the squad from preseason. Elijah Lee, he's 82 speed, decent player. And then Bradley Ane from Utah, we moved him to outside linebacker. Devin Bush, Vince Williams, no change here. Corners, we lost Mike Hilton, but we picked up Levi Wallace. He's a little bit younger than Mike Hilton, 78, 90 speed, so our corners are looking the same. That key addition. Depth pickup here with Marquis Christian. We don't have a lot of money, so we couldn't go out. Practice squad. They had a ton of practice squad. Hold up. So we have Kadero Hodge, Ashton Dolan, Christian Wade, Tony Brooks James, Christian Blake, Dante Harris, Nasimba Webster. Marquez Callaway, my TP check. I'm not signing the active roster. Marquez Callaway's also on the team. But yeah, not a lot of pickups. As we're gonna read this, it's probably about Myles Garrett. Obviously, we're gonna commit to slowing down Myles Garrett. That's all you can do. He's Myles Garrett. You're in for a rough game playing Myles Garrett. Set season goal is Big Ben's last year, so we're going all out. It's a Super Bowl. Try to get him a ring before he retires. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Playing the OP Browns to start the season. Jake and I both agree they're just nice on paper. There's nothing special about this team. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, now going back to you say that you I turn my back, you laughing. Now I get this. So I'm not too afraid of Baker. Plus it's a home game, so we're starting off home. Jake, where are you starting off week 1?
Baltimore. I didn't see whether it's at home or not though.
Right, we're gonna jump right into the gameplay. Check our settings. We have our playbook. We have our uniforms. They don't like us, we don't like them. Now that we have 2 of those games in the division, and then Jake, of course, you gotta respect the way he plays, and you don't gotta like him. He's another division rival. But it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him.
Steelers coming off a
Hello, everybody. It's the coach.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield. Mayfield tries quickly out to Beckham. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield with it once more. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 8 yards there on a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff.
We brought in the Taysom Hill Experiment 2.0, and we also brought in a guy by the name of Rudolph.
From 13 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run for the first time with Benny Snell.
I decide whether I should wait to play this game when I
forward
can
for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
You'd think by now that they've realized that nobody in the NFL actually goes.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts goes between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
Remembers Mike Hilton there? To your recollection?
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I kind of like it. I'm going to stick with it.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Quarter. Easy. Snickers, gotta spin. Easy.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, Let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I said, do you think?
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Daniel McCullers in on the stop. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I don't know, Jake. I might have to keep Daniel McCullers.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Blowing stuff up.
I tried to tell you, he's pretty good.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I don't know what's going on. My play call.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Yep, 3 jump plays.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Snell. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete.
Big Ben throws his second
20,
touchdown.
10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 65 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Want him for the rest of the season.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20.
What's your score anyway?
21-14. I told you I've messed up at least twice. They're injured, so.
Yeah.
Penny Sell's done.
25-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Chubb on the counter, and he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
On to it.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Wow. So Teddy Bridgewater's
the Steelers
starter
offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Here we go, here we go. Slack 20. Watch the cover. Let's go. Jack 16. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
3 bucks. Shift. Hey. I got him. That's me. Alert. Let's go.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And now another one thrown incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Really?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
I mean, I had trouble with them, too, last year when I played them.
Mayfield with a quick fire
OBJ caught like a pass in the flat, stiff arm my corner, and then just ran for like 90 yards.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is the tight end, Njoku. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's
surprised he's even starting.
The ball to start the drive. He finds Taylor, complete. And down inside the 15,
they signed Ryan Tannehill.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
So let me go through the starting NFL quarterbacks for you. Trubisky starting as a 72 for the Bears.
For the second of their timeouts.
Burrows starting for the Bengals.
With 55 seconds to go until
Josh Allen's up to an 82 for the Bills.
He gets 7 on that first down pass play.
I'm not sure which one of the quarterbacks is actually starting for the Broncos. It's a battle between Drew Lock and Justin Herbert, both 73s. I thought that Tannehill might start for the Browns, but Baker's a 75 and Tannehill's a 74.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting
starting
together
as a 75, Murray, Kyler Murray starting as a 78.
Absolutely.
Philip Rivers down to a 79 for the Chargers. Mahomes 98, Brissett 75, Prescott 86. Jake Fromm actually kind of has a quarterback battle on his hands with 69 overall Kyle Allen, but he's the starter as a 72.
Seibert able to knock this one through
for the Dolphins.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
The Eagles have 82 wins. The Falcons have Matt Ryan, soon to be taken over by Eason. The 49ers have Garoppolo, but signed Dalton as their backup.
This is taken at the 3.
Daniel Jones is starting for the Giants with Robbie Minshew is starting over Foles.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Took over the starting job over
the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
Newton is a 78.
And they get to him with the pressure as
Brady down to an 87, Carr up to an 80.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Big hold to the 30. Man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
And Mariota as a 71
will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That's all there is to note. Really.
7-7. Hey, team 6.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, wahoo! Here we go, here's back.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Roethlisberger will throw. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Nice little crosser.
A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's caught by OBJ. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
OBJ is 7 for 117.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Really?
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No, not
well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
The Google says they pronounce it
Yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game.
It also says that he's commonly referred to as
Albert. The pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This is a tight game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like 2nd and 9, 2nd and 2.
On the carry, it's Chop. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out of this point. Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
All I'm saying is that between you and I,
the gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target back.
Not helping me right now.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because
I'm really
there's not enough
excited
space
to
for
find
receivers
out
to run
whether
through.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here, 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield. And now they've stepped in. Forget that bend,
that was like my
now they don't even
main
want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Right now they give him number 10.
Fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal.
That's what I figured. I kind of like it.
In today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On first down, it's Samuels. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Roethlisberger to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And again, it's Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Two times I picked up the first down, and Juju dropped both of them. Oh well, we lose the first game, 30-20.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Really, preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh.
So what did you say the final score ended up being then?
30-24.
Well, I mean, that's a hell of a battle.
Yeah, but I don't like to lose that close in the game.
What did you say Ben's stats were?
277, 22 of 34.
Wow. 119 QBR?
0 ends.
Okay. It looked like your main issue, based on what I'm seeing, is just simply that you couldn't stop Baker. Baker had a almost perfect QBR. And you only managed to get 1 sack on him.
Well, I had 11, 16. I only ran the ball 18 times as well, but there's not much I can do.
You gotta try and scheme up some ways to get pressure on a guy like Baker. Because with your defense, there's no excuse for 1 sack.
No, there isn't.
It's for the taking, no hesitation.
Matt Filer again, this week. I mean, Juju makes those catches. He has 11 catches for 200 yards. And we probably win that game.
OBJ had 190. You weren't wrong when you said they were dueling.
I don't understand how to stop OBJ. OBJ had 9 for 190, and Juju had 9 for 184. Wow.
If OBJ is the problem, try putting him in man coverage and then bringing an extra person over to help. Just user him all the way.
Well, I did that with Devin Bush, and he fucking stiff-armed him. So...
Yeah, I know how that went. Same thing happened to me. He stiff-armed a linebacker and ran for 80 yards.
Defense can't give up 30 points.
That's solid, though. I'm happy that you managed to get that type of a performance out of Ben. That bodes well for the rest of your season.
I just don't understand how Juju drops 2 clutch situations while in the zone. I don't get it. Like, I can understand him dropping 1, but he dropped 2.
Who did you have matched up on?
Levy Wallace.
On OBJ?
Nope. He's the fastest corner I have. It should have been a good matchup.
I would have put Artie Burns on him because they both have 90 speed.
I wasn't playing Artie. Artie's just there for
sorry, not Artie, Steven Nelson.
I'd rather Nelson be on Jarvis. He shut Jarvis down. He only had 2 catches. Not much I can do though when Myles Garrett just comes free. I mean, Ben did well with protecting the ball. And then it also limits your ability when both your receivers got injured, and you're like, okay, well, they're going to play through it because it's a big game. And then I had to possession catch everything and duck out of bounds. Like, I can't be mad with the outcome. I played hard.
Nah, you just needed to
not hit the wrong button 3 times and give OBJ wide open touchdowns.
Yeah. Alright, well, time for bed.
Well, do it.
We'll pick up tomorrow.
Pittsburgh Steelers lose a close one to Cleveland at the home opener. Browns came to play. Ben came to play. The offense came to play. Defense, not so much. Kind of fell asleep.